You first dated this guy 5 years ago, and recently, you started to realize that it is not going to work out between the two of you, even though you try very hard to maintain this relationship. But you don't want to let go because you have already spent 5 years with him. You choose to continue and try to save this relationship. And 5 years later, it still doesn't work out. But it's already 10 years of your time, so you decided to give it more try, time and again. If you are experiencing something similar, you may have committed what we call an escalation of commitment bias. Escalation of commitment bias refers to the tendency to stick to an ineffective course of action, even when it is unlikely to reverse the bad situation. Think about the one time that you ended up spending more time waiting for a bus, when you could have walked just as easily. Or when you keep investing in an underperforming stock, simply because you have invested so much and are not willing to let go. The problem here is that you give yourself a wrong reason to continue. Just because you have committed so much to something doesn't mean that you should continue committing to it even when you know that the outcome is unlikely to change. A good way to prevent this bias is to set a reasonable bottom line that will trigger your decision, and stick to it. 5 and only 5 more minutes to wait for the bus. No more than 5% drop in the stock price or you will cut loss. Or one last chance for your boyfriend before you break up with him. 4. Good. Escalation of commitment bias is particularly harmful to our emotional state, because of the regret comes from your decision later. So try to park your past commitment aside next time when you need to be objective enough to avoid this bias. Subscribe to follow if you like our videos. And thank you for watching.